4-4 game, bottom of the ninth. 1-2 from Brown. He delivers, and it's in the dirt. It gets away. Here comes Reyes, and the Grizzlies do walk it off. Hey, welcome to In the Den, your inside look at the Fresno Grizzlies. It is hard to believe, JB, that there's only 12 more home games left.
It's flown by, man. Like, truly can't believe it. There's something about this season especially that, you look back in all of the incredible moments we've had, but it feels like a blink of the eye. And the fact we're at the beginning of August, it's just unreal.
Well, you started this year by saying it happens here. It truly does, and I'm stealing your phrase with that. And we've been trying to give you an inside look all throughout the season at what it's like here, the Fresno Grizzlies. Get to know some of our players, get to know some of our staff. We've been able to do that. Today we're going to talk to Jimmy Obertop. A pretty cool journey from St. Louis, Missouri up to the University of Michigan, and then he played at Clemson. We're also going to take a look back at the week that was against the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. A really talented team in the first half, and they came and brought some energy, some great games this week. But JB, it's just mind-blowing that it's August, and the Grizzlies have 3 road trips. We're on the road this week. We're down at Inland Empire, and you can listen to all those broadcasts, FresnoGrizzlies.com/listen. I'll be with the team for what's going to be a fun trip. But then just 2 more weeks at home.
It's ridiculous.
And we've talked about it. It's 12 games.
Yep.
Tuesday through Sunday. We know school's starting, but the games are at night. You can come out, bring your family, and we're going to have some great games. But we also have a lot of great promotions on tap.
We do. Yeah, we really do, and again, it's only 12 games, but every single one of those games has something special, right? Whether it's your What a Deal Wednesday offer, one of the final chances to get out to the water park, Island Water Park, before the season's all wrapped up for them. You've got appearances from Mark Henry, Chris McDonald, Shooter McGavin. You've got Marvel Night, Princess and Touch a Truck Night.
Wow.
Again, the list goes on and on. There's only 12 games.
I was going to say, there's only 12 games. That seems like a lot more than that.
You start to do the math a little bit, but, we purposefully do this, right? We purposefully make sure there's some really solid promotions after school starts. That way, everyone's back in town, everyone's getting back into the groove. And, if you're looking for a way, whether it's to celebrate your kid for starting another great school year or just looking for a fun time with the family and friends, at Chancey Park's the place to have it. Like you said, it happens here. And truly, everything's going to be happening in this next month.
You didn't even mention Fresno State Night. That's coming up as well. And so it's just a full list. I feel like this year has been special for many reasons. Mm-hmm. The team is trying to make it even more special as they fight for the postseason spot. So there's a chance that we host a game come September. But
Absolutely.
Right now, nothing on the calendar. Team's got to punch the ticket. It's been special. This homestand has been filled with walk-offs and comebacks and some really good games. But when you think back to really the first 48 games plus, what are memories that stick out to you?
Yeah, 4th of July is my kind of go-to answer, as it always has been for every year. But that just shows how special that night is, right? To have a truly packed house, a sellout, the first time in 2 years selling out 4th of July. It felt really, really great to have this place rocking. And again, you start to go back through all the phenomenal promotions we've had. We got a chance to meet Meredith from The Office, Kate Flannery. She was absolutely fantastic. Oh my gosh, she was
funny,
hilarious. She truly is the person she plays on screen, right? So you had incredible appearances like that. Xavier Worthy throwing out a first pitch. Some really, really heartfelt moments. Even going back to just this past Saturday night, having the chance for Captain Grizzly to be out there with Kid Grizzly. Captain Kid, this little fan, Jason Hanold's son, actually, who's turning 3 years old, who just idolizes Captain Grizzly. Had his little toy microphone, had his cape on. It was awesome. It was special, man. And that's what's really cool about this place. At the end of the day, we're a baseball team. We're here to win, but it's all those incredible memories. And to, think about how many fans' lives we have the opportunity to impact throughout the season, that it's something that keeps us coming back day after day. And it's something that will never get old, something we'll never take for granted.
Well, you landed my point because there are 12 games left, and so there's still time to jump in. This is a special season, a special team. We feel like we're having just a special year all together.
Absolutely.
We want you to come be a part of it. And those 12 games are going to mean a lot because the Grizzlies are battling for playoff position. They have played better in front of big crowds, and so we need you out. And we want you to enjoy your time, too, and that's why all those promotions are lined up. Obviously, great food on tap. We're going to have our 1v1 food truck battles. By the way, the sweets, those jalapeno poppers are phenomenal.
Man, amazing.
Those just got added in July. Still got a couple of chances to check those out and come join us for that. And then, of course, I love the black and blue burger. I think that might have been my dinner Sunday night. There's some inside behind-the-scenes things here that we probably can't show you. We're filming on Sunday. But it's one of those things where this has been a special year.
Yeah.
We want you to be a part of it. And we want to have one more home game. We don't want the year to end right now.
Of course, well, 2 more home games, right? You got your, come on, your
just one at a time.
One at a time.
One
That's
step
fair,
at a
that's
time.
fair. But, let's talk about playoffs for just a second, just because, they are right around the corner. And fans really need to make sure to keep an eye on social media and the website, because as soon as that ticket gets punched, it's off to the races, right? In terms of filling this place up, we will have special discounted tickets for both potential playoff games as soon as we punch our ticket, and there's just a lot of special little pieces here and there that make the playoffs as incredible as they are. So, I'd really encourage fans, keep an eye on social media, keep an eye on the website, because we will have announcements coming up really soon about those discounted tickets, so can come cheer on the Grizzlies in September in the postseason.
You said let's talk about playoffs. So since you are now hosting, go ahead and toss it to the highlights from this week. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look back at some of the best plays of the week, courtesy of Tim Slack, a little Ben Hensley, and your Grizzlies rewind of the entire week of baseball.
Fresh off a winning road trip, the Fresno Grizzlies return home to face an unfamiliar opponent as they welcome in the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, the single-A affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Herrera kicks and deals, and it's swung on and missed. High fastball. Got Harlan to chase for strike 3. And there's 2 outs in the first inning. 0-1. Nieves sets right at the belt. His 0-1 pitch. Bernard chops it high over the head of Harlan. He got a glove on it, but it trickles into left field. Derek Bernard drives in the run. A 2-out knock in the first. And Fresno takes the early lead 1-0. 3-2 pitch. Herrera winds in. Deals fastball. Cut on and miss. Strike 3. Herrera kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Got him with another breaking ball. And that finally ends the 5th inning. But 4 guys reach with 2 outs. 3 of them with hits. 2-2. Herrera delivers. Swing and a miss. Fastball on the outside corner. Assuming they can get Claus home as well. 2-2. Geronimo breaking ball. Skied high into center field. Coe will camp underneath it. Claus tagging. Coe makes the catch. His throw comes towards the plate. It's offline. Claus slides across. Feet first. 1-1 pitch. And Martinez skies it into center. Sprinting in is Reyes, who dives and makes the grab. Belly first catch. He had to sprint to get to that one. A full extension. 0-1 pitch. Castillo shoots this out to right, a base hit. His 3rd hit tonight. Juan Castillo right on the money. 3 for 3. Puts it on the inside corner, then moves his glove off. 0-1 pitch. And Bernard drives it out into left field. This is going to be a long run for Munoz, and it's over his head. Bounces on the warning track up against the wall. In to score is Hinderleiter, and it's an RBI double for Derek Bernard. That pulls the Grizzlies closer again. 1-0 pitch. Rainier sprays it out into center. That one is going to fall. Coe plays it on a hop. Bernard being waved around. He scores. Tie game. The pitch from Blasick. Fastball right there, called strike 3. Blasick strikes out the side in the 9th. A walk-off on the 29th. The 2-0 pitch, the bunt. Up the third base line, a great one. Harlan coming in. Fields throws low late. Hinderleiter beat it down anyways. Reyes to third. 4-4 game, bottom of the 9th. 1-2 from Brown. He delivers, and it's in the dirt. It gets away. Here comes Reyes, and the Grizzlies do walk it off. 5-4 in the ninth. And it's a wild pitch that does it. After a wild series opener on Tuesday night, the Fresno Grizzlies are looking to continue to hold the power over the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. And it's Roldy Brito leading things off, and he serves a single into center field, showing off that speed, a big turn as he gets an applause from the home dugout. Welcome to the ball club, Brito. A leadoff hit for the 18-year-old, one of the break. Rex pitch is grounded to first. Hinderleiter fields it, will throw home the tag. That time they got him. Hinderleiter even hesitated, and Morales went on contact. Hinderleiter with a double take and then threw a strike to the plate. And now Hare there deals, and it's bunted up the third base line. Bare hand by Harlan. His throw is late. Head first dive by Hidalgo. And it's a leadoff single for the Grizzlies' third baseman. That is such a... Now Derek Bernard is the batter. And there goes Hidalgo. Got a better jump this time. The throw, though, was a good one, other than it was off the line. It was a quick throw by Diaz, and Hidalgo swipes second. And the payoff. Bernard lashes it through the left side into left field. They're going to wave around Hidalgo. Munoz over to it. Big throw home is late. And it's an RBI for Derek Bernard, who ends up at second. As Hernandez trying to make it a two-run inning. Drives the first pitch left center. This is going to be a long run for Coe. He can't track it down. It'll roll up against the Stamalos produce sign in left center. And Hernandez has an RBI double. 2-0 Grizzlies. Dodgers. 1-0 pitch from Lohr, and this is a high fly ball. Swung on into shallow left field. Bernard getting behind it. He'll make the catch. Morales tagging. Bernard's throw to the plate is on time. They got him! Espinal with the tag. And Morales thrown out trying to tag from third. Trying to keep the fifth going. And he turns one down the third baseline. Fair into the corner towards the bullpen, and that goes into the corner. It missed the part of the wall that jets out. Coming around to score is Espinal. RBI double for Kelvin Hidalgo. And the Grizzlies extend the lead to 3-0. Her there deals. Hinderleiter bunting. This is up the third baseline. Her there bobbles that one, and he can't field it. 0-2 pitch, and Brito laces it into left field. Sinking line drive down for a knock, and he's going for two. Throw cut off, and Brito is in there with a double. What hustle from Brito. 0-2 pitch, there goes Brito. Swing and a miss, strike three, and the throw gets away and into left field. Here comes Brito as he steals third and scores on the error. 1-2 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike three. It's a glorious Wednesday night. The Grizzlies are victorious. A 7-2 final as Fresno beats Rancho for the second straight night.
Well, one of the hot parts about this season has been the Grizzlies' bats, and one of the guys who has made an impact in the month of July, Jimmy Obertop, first baseman, DH, catcher, you can really do it all. But first of all, coming from Missouri to Michigan, then to South Carolina, all the way to Fresno in the Rockies organization, what has this journey been like for you, just getting to realize your dream of playing professional baseball?
Yeah, it's been awesome. You know, didn't know if I was gonna get a chance, but then got a call and was super pumped. And it's been fun playing with Blake and Jacob Hinderleiter, who I played with in college, and know a couple guys in this organization. It's been a lot of fun.
You know, one of the coolest things is that I remember all the way back in April, Blake Wright was on the team for the first part of the month. Jacob Hinderleiter gets called up, and they both said, "Hey, we got this catcher down in Arizona. He was a teammate of ours in Clemson too." How surreal was that playing together, and what did that do for your comfort level?
You know, it's nice when you get to play with guys you know, but all these guys here on the team are awesome, and it's just been a lot of fun playing with those guys again. We never thought we'd be able to, and so just taking advantage of the opportunity.
Well, really, it does seem like you have been able to do that. What about the month of July, with the opportunities that you're getting, helped you feel like you were comfortable? You've seen what the league has to offer, and just help you settle in.
Yeah, the coaches have been awesome, helping us every day with swings and thoughts and everything. So just working every day, and when I get a chance, doing the best I can to help the team out and win games.
Well, you've been doing just that. 2 big hits in Modesto last week, delivered the clutch hit when the Grizzlies needed it the most. And Jacob Hinderleiter was the first to tell me, right, like, you're used to that. You do that all the time. You do it all the time at Clemson. What about those situations is comfortable to you, or what word would you describe it with?
It's just fun, when you have a chance to win the game, just putting the ball in play and hoping guys can score, and I don't know, it's just fun. Yeah.
We dream about that, right? Every kid dreams about playing baseball and coming up in the key situation and winning it. Let's go back a little bit. Talk to me about your journey. You grew up in St. Louis. What was baseball like there for you, and who kind of influenced you to play the game?
My dad was a tennis player, and he wanted me to play tennis, but all my buddies were playing baseball, so I had more fun playing baseball. And growing up, played with a bunch of my buddies, and then Mike Matheny, who was like a second father to me, he helped me with all my decisions and everything, and taught me how to play, work hard and everything. So he's been the best support that I could ask for. And then followed him where he went to Michigan, and then Clemson, just talking to him all the time, and taking everything one day at a time.
That's a pretty good guy to learn from. The guy who had a long big league career, was a manager in the big leagues for a while. Is he who influenced you to be a catcher then?
I was a bigger kid, so they threw me back there. But yeah, he taught me a lot about catching. So
he's a pretty good guy to learn from.
Yeah, he's a man.
That's awesome. So talk about that journey a little bit. What did you pick up at Michigan, and then talk to me about that transition from Michigan to Clemson?
Yeah, Coach Bakich at Michigan, he was awesome. We worked hard every single day, and he taught us a lot about the mental game and slowing everything down, taking it one pitch at a time. That helped me the most through college, and then I followed him to Clemson, and we had a great season there, a lot of fun, and just continuing that mental game, slowing everything down here between every pitch, and just trying to help the team win.
I know we've talked a ton about Clemson, you and I, as I have with Hinderleiter and Blake, but a lot of Fresno State people went out to Michigan last year because the football teams played. So I actually got to tour that facility. That's a pretty cool place to play baseball in the Midwest.
No, yeah, it's nice for sure.
It was all remodeled and everything brand new. What was that experience like as a player?
Oh, it's super nice. They take care of the athletes there, and just top-notch facilities and top-notch coaching.
So what was the biggest difference, I think, in terms of atmosphere and competition when you went from Michigan to Clemson?
Clemson, is ACC. It's a better baseball conference, and the fans are diehard fans there. So it's fun playing in front of 5,000 people every game.
Let's say that's got to charge you up, right? I mean, that atmosphere, not just at home, but whenever you're on the road as well.
Absolutely. Those Clemson fans travel. Michigan fans also travel, but they're more into football and basketball and stuff, which is fair.
It's a little cold outside, even in the spring, right?
Yeah. No, those first couple months of Michigan are pretty cold. But, yeah, the Clemson fans were supportive all year long, and it was a lot of fun.
We've talked about growing up in different places. I always tell people the first time I went outside of California in high school and found out that there was indoor baseball facilities at all these places, it blew my mind. But you have to, right, to get that train?
Yeah, because it's cold. At Michigan, there's a couple days where, being inside, it's a little sick. Doing it every day. So we'd go outside and freeze for a little bit and then run back inside.
And realize how nice it was inside one. We talked about the atmosphere of the ACC and playing in front of those packed stadiums. Does it make the the transition easier to pro ball?
Yeah, for sure. You know, there's always going to be fans, but you just got to focus on what you're doing and what your team's doing and try to win the game one pitch at a time.
Talk to me about this group. We talked about winning, and I feel like that's a constant conversation. I think it was you who talked to me first about get them on, get them over, get them in. I really feel like this team, especially in the month of July, has embodied this selfless attitude towards each other of, hey, my job might be to set you up in this case. I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to rely on you to do your job. Is that how you describe it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Jonesy talks about it every day. Get on, get over, and get them in. Sorry. And it really helps just the whole lineup to just not worry about themselves and just do things for the team.
What about just the group in general as a whole? We talked about this pitching staff. You're getting to catch them a little bit as well. The bullpen has been fantastic all year. You have starters who have kind of come in and rotated through. Brody was here, then he's gone. You've had Jackson Cox be solid all year long. Marcos Herrera, Angel Jimenez. What about this group that is so fun to catch?
They got some good stuff. You know, a lot of them throw super hard too, so they can attack with the fastball and then throw any off speed at any time. And the bullpen's they've been fun to watch too. You know, getting them ready to go in the games, getting them amped up, and then just watching them succeed has been a lot of fun.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to watch you. It's been a lot of fun to get to know you. You look at this time that you've had. What is your biggest takeaway so far from your first couple of months of pro ball?
You know, it's a lot of games, but this is a great group of guys, and it's a lot of fun coming here every day and working with them and winning ball games.
It's a lot of fun to watch. It's a lot of fun to talk about, and it's a lot of fun to get to know you. Jimmy Obertop, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's Grizzlies catcher, first baseman, DH Jimmy Obertop. We'll be right back with more In the Den right after this.
For Game 5 of a 6-game set between your Fresno Grizzlies and the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The payoff pitch once more is in the dirt, ball 4, and the Grizzlies take a 1-0 lead on the walk. Bottoms, red number on the front, white Quakes across the chest, and white numbers on the back as this one is grounded. High chop at a third, has to make a leaping play. Harlan does, and the throw to first gets him by a foot, maybe twice this evening. They'll hope to avoid it again here as this one's lined on the ground towards second. Great diving play by Brito, up and throws and gets him at first for the first out. And the batter calls timeout as the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, going to be a tough play. Second baseman can't get to it, and into center field. In is 1 run, and there comes the second, and we're back to within 1 run. Grizzlies looking to strike. The pitch. It is upstairs, ball 4, and the ball game is tied. He faces off against Derek Bernard. Righty on lefty matchup. Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch is in the dirt, and it gets away, and that's going to give the Grizzlies the lead. A wild lefty matchup. Munoz 0-for-2 with a walk. As the payoff pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. As the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3 in the dirt. He's tagged out, and that is the end of the inning. So the Grizzlies, third with 1 out as here's the pitch. It's a line drive to second. It's in time. The throw to second is in time. A 4-6 double play ends the ball game. The ball was lined to Brito. Brito catches it, relays it to Dalis, and the double play ends the game.
A beautiful day for baseball, and the Fresno Grizzlies have a chance to take this series from the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes after a thrilling come-from-behind win on Saturday night. 1-1 pitch. Fitzer lines it into right field. Sinking line drive, fair and into the corner. Hernandez will score. Meza over to it. Fitzer's around second, going for 3. Guerrero on the relay throw is late. Fitzer a head-first dive and an RBI triple ties the game in the 6th. Third triple of the game for Fresno. The guy. 1-0 to Obertop. Morse deals, and Obertop pulls it on the ground into left field, a base hit. Fitcher being waved around, charging is Munoz, up with it. His throw is late. Jimmy Obertop puts the Grizzlies back on top, and it's 3-2 Fresno. Just call him the left-handed masher. He is. Payoff pitch. This is a fly ball into right field. Kalas, camped underneath, will make the catch and end it. It's a glorious Sunday night. The Grizzlies are victorious as they take the series from the Quakes 4-2. And Fresno wins this one tonight 3-2.
We're back.
Wrapping up in the den this week. It was a good homestand. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes in town for their only trip, the Dodgers affiliate. I've talked a lot this year about the Modesto Nuts just because that team was going away.
Of course.
But the Quakes last time is the Dodgers affiliate. The Dodgers will then take over Ontario and the new team that is yet to be named. Can't wait for them to roll that excitement out.
Mid-September.
That announcement. End of the year, mid-September, as you said. So that's fun, but that makes this trip special. We will go see them at the end of the year. I'm excited for that. But that'll be after our final home game here. And again, just 12 home games left. Hard to believe that the season is coming to an end. And hard to believe this episode is coming in. One thing, Jimmy Obertop. One thing, Jonathan Bravo, for hanging out with me today. And we're going to be back next week. We're going down to Inland Empire. I'll take a tour of that ballpark. We've been having fun with those. And then we'll see who wants to talk and expose their life story on In the Den and give you a little behind the scenes on some of the Grizzlies travel. For JB and the Grizzlies broadcast, appreciate you, man.
Of course. Thank you. This has been In the Den with Tim Slack.
See you next week.